Today's video is sponsored by Athletic Greens. Earlier, I mentioned that today's video was sponsored by Athletic Greens, and I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. AG1 by Athletic Greens is a nutritional drink that has Melissa and I very excited about simplifying our health routine. It has 75 different ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. AG1 is way more than a greens powder. It's your daily multivitamin and multi-mineral, pre and probiotic, immunity support, and more. And yes, it provides your daily greens blend as well. The two main things that I was looking for in a nutritional drink is something to boost my energy and to help with immune support, because I don't like getting sick and I don't like getting sleepy in the afternoon. Normally, I have plenty of energy throughout the day. I'm an early riser. I'm up at 4:30 each day. But around 2:30 in the afternoon, I used to get a little bit sleepy. AG1 has helped with both of those, immune support and energy. AG1 is a super easy daily habit to get into. 1 scoop or travel pack of AG1, 8 ounces of water every day, that's it. If you want more information, go to athleticgreens.com/outdoorswiththemorgans to get started on your order. Athletic Greens is going to give my community a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. We're down here at the wood yard today taking advantage of this absolutely beautiful day. The weather's just been fantastic. It's about 65 degrees today, and for November 7th here in Pennsylvania, that's pretty darn nice. I know it's not going to last. It looks like this will be about it this coming week, and then next week it looks like more seasonable temperatures, but we're going to take advantage of this while we can. I'm down here sawing some of this white pine that came from West Virginia. Really nice stuff. I've got some 2x10s on the bottom, and I've got some 1-inch pieces here on top, some 4/4. This will be used for siding. This will be used for floors and framing. I have 3 projects that I'd like to do this winter, and I'll need a bunch of this lumber for all 3 of them. What I'm planning on building, you know, when the snow's flying, it's cold and nasty out, we'll be inside the building. I want to build a roadside firewood stand. I also have fire starter in there and Melissa's little egg business. I'll give her a corner of it for that. And I want to make something nice, something with some curb appeal. So when people are driving by, they look at it and say, "What's that?" And they'll see the firewood bundles, the fire starter, all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I want to build this winter. The other thing is I want to build a little hunting shack for down in West Virginia. We will build it here, and then in the spring take it down there to the property. We'll set some posts and, you know, have a skid loader or something and just set it in place. It won't be as big as the mini cabin we have out in the woods, but maybe like 6x6 or something like that. So I figure I can build it inside the building this winter, load it right on the deck over trailer, take it down there and set it up. The third thing I want to build is just a tiny little shed right over by that maple tree. Maybe actually something like the wood shed, but a lot smaller. Something for chains, binders, all that kind of stuff. Maybe even, you know, rakes, shovels. We'll put that down here. And then I'm going to have the building, a big pavilion, sitting right here for the sawmill. But I need just something small to keep things in that I use all the time, just to keep it under roof. I'll probably put it on skids and just set it over there by that maple tree. It's real nice in the summer and fall, gives you some nice shade there. So that's what I got going on today. I'm going to take a little break and we'll get back at it. All right, I had to run out for a few hours, but we're back down here at the wood yard, and I got to load up some firewood here. I mentioned before, this is not the best way to do this, but it's not bad. I strapped this basket to the forks. Once you get let's get a little shake here and there. Oh yeah. All right, got all loaded up here. That's a nice mix of oak, cherry, and just a little bit of maple. I'll hook onto this tomorrow morning and deliver it to a customer. I only have about 2 more cords to sell, and then I'm keeping everything else that I have. The wood shed's about filled up. 2/3 of it is dry wood. That's about 6 cords, and then I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 baskets filled with bundle firewood. That'll definitely, 6 cords definitely will keep me going through the winter. But that stove in the building, man, it does a great job, don't get me wrong, but boy, does it like to eat the wood. Luckily, it hasn't been that cold, but I think next week it's going to be high temps in the 40s, and it looks like winter will finally start showing up. But I'm enjoying this while I can. I have work to be doing inside the building right now, but on days like this, I'm outside or down in West Virginia. And speaking of West Virginia, if you saw that video the other day, 2 videos, we got the site ready for the cabin down there. Well, we got it all roughed in. Melissa and I are going to go down in the next day or 2 and get everything stoned. And then we're just going to have to see what the weather does. And I'll get with Tom from Concrete with the Hosses, see if we can get a pad poured this year. I don't know if we can or not. It's all going to depend on the weather. And I don't want to rush it. Like, I want to make sure everything's right. I don't want to pour concrete if it's questionable, and I know he doesn't want to do that either. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some more warm weather and everything will work out for this year. But I still need, you know, like the septic system, there's going to be tons of work to do down there. But we enjoy going down, and the cabin is definitely coming. I just don't know when. Next up, I've got a small white pine log here on the mill. At the small one there, it's only about 12 inches in diameter, but it is nice and straight. We'll definitely get some lumber out of this. Not like the big ones, but it was worth hauling it home. The other day when I was down there, I hauled a whole dump trailer of logs home, and it kind of makes you feel good. It really does, knowing, you know, this was in the middle of the driveway, or actually this tree came from where the patio is going to be at the cabin. I remember this one. And, you know, cut it down, load it up, bring it home. And you can turn it into stuff like this and use it for something. Well, I'm going to have to finish this one up in the morning. I just did something that I kind of kept bragging about never doing. And it finally bit me. I always see people talking about hitting their stops on their mill, and I could never understand how they do it. I've been running this for, what, 2.5, 3 years now, something like that. And I have never done that until right now. I just flipped this log, but my last cut was the other side of that. And I had these stops. I thought they're down far enough. I had them, well, probably about like that right there. See where I hit it right there? First time I ever did that. The good news is that blade was due for a change. I probably have, I bet you got close to 1,000 board feet off of that blade on there. So it was definitely due for a change anyway. And I was able to finish the cut Maybe I'll show you tomorrow when I flip it over again. But you could see I was getting a whole bunch of chatter from that stop the rest of the way out. But this one right here, I'll get, what will I get? I had it figured out. I'll get about 6 or 7 2x8s out of that one little 12-inch log. And when I say 2x8, they'll be 1.5 inches thick, but a true 8 inches wide. But anyway, could have been worse, that's for sure. Remember the finger incident? But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I appreciate y'all being here, and I also want to thank Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. There will be a link in the description if you want more information on that. Catch you on the next one.